Bloomers and friends, Rev Kev coming to you from the Bloom office. I'm out in the reception area here, and I'm here with our nativity scene that we have in the office. Most of the month of December, this nativity scene was empty because basically we try to imitate a little bit the movement, the actions, the things that are going on in Advent. And you know, since Mary and Joseph had not yet arrived at the manger, they wouldn't have been in the nativity scene until you know, as we have it in our tradition, Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we basically had everybody populate the manger, and the shepherds showed up, and you know, the angels were flying overhead and things, and it was a very active place. And so this is a way in which we have a little bit of an ode, you know, to the traditions of our faith by having a manger scene like this here in the office. Now the thing about it that we have a little bit of back and forth on from time to time is how close should these magi, these wise ones, be to the manger when we are setting it up here in the office. You know, actually in reality, they should be way out of the picture. Because you know, it's true that the Magi really didn't show up according to the story in Matthew, if we take it as it is put forth by scholars, until about 2 years after Jesus' birth. So whenever you see these manger scenes where it's the shepherds and the Magi, the wise men, the three kings, you know, the shepherds and the foreign visitors, all on Christmas Eve night, that's really not biblical. It's really not the way it was. You know, it's a little bit like I kind of move them back over here, and then somebody else comes along and moves them up, and that's because we have different understandings of how this is supposed to work. Well, we in our tradition and in our church here celebrate the coming of the Magi on Epiphany, which is this Sunday for Bloom, is our Epiphany Sunday. The actual 12 days of Christmas start on Christmas and go through January 6th. So we could be singing that song, the 12 days of Christmas, and each one of those gifts would be coming on one of these days. If I was smart enough, I'd know what day of Christmas we're on right now, but I don't exactly. In our home, we keep our Christmas decorations up until January 6th, and do that. So it's kind of funny, in our complex, our condo complex, the lights on other condos are starting to be turned off and taken down, but ours will shine brightly until January 6th. So Epiphany is a celebration of God's appearance. It's also a celebration of the light, the star. It's an understanding that the light, the wisdom, the good energy, the power of Jesus coming into humanity is represented by the Epiphany story, and also the fact that what Matthew was doing in including the Magi in the story was showing that Jesus came for all people, and that even people far away were drawn to this the power and the love and the representation of God's being present among us in this story, and that the story was for all people, not just local people in Israel, but all people around the globe, and that's what was represented. You know, we don't know for sure that there were 3 Magi. There could have been 2, or there could have been 10, but we assume there were 3 and sing that because there's a song, We Three Kings, that we're going to sing this Sunday, as well as there were 3 gifts that they brought: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So these guys here are representing each of those gifts. It's a story of our tradition. It's a story that has purpose. The key purpose is that the story of Christ is for the benefit of all people around the globe, not just for a limited few. That's what we'll talk about a little bit on Sunday. It is Communion Sunday. We're looking forward to being together for the first communion of the new year in 2015. It's also oftentimes thought of a covenantal Sunday, a way to start a new year and plan on good things to do for that year and commitments to make. So we hope that you'll be with us. If you can't be with us in body, we hope you'll be with us in spirit. And as always, please keep us in your prayers.